La luz del troque aluzaba el camino, era de noche y estaba llovido. Qué noche tan fría. Y el motor iba acelerado, haciendo ritmo con el radio. Ya vamos llegando. La vida se me va a acabar de tanto manejar sin fin. La vida se me va a acabar de tanto manejar. Una
75 plus live performances on 3 stages, plus artist meet and greets, beverage, food, and vendor booths. This is a free event, fun for the whole family. For more information, please email BinoG@TejanoMusicAwards.com.
Hello, love bug. Can you hear me?
It's me. I was muted. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. Hi, Norma.
Hello.
Can you hear me? You cannot hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear
I can.
you.
I can, love.
Okay. All right. So, I get so nervous right before the show because everything, if it's something's missing, something not working. Oh my goodness. But here we are. Thank you. Happy Sunday to everybody coming in.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Saludos to everybody. Saludos to La Jefa Jaminoldes out there, to all our troqueros. We got something special for you. I want to invite you for our new segment, Trucking Out with New Rolas. I made a new little thingy, and this is all the other artists that have already submitted their new rolas to us. So I'm going to show it to you in a little bit. But before we talk about that, I normally, politics and religion are off the table. We just, our faith is something that we do talk about and bless and we hope to prayers for everybody and prayers for everybody that's not doing well. And saludos to my friend Norma Jean, who lost her husband. Yeah. So prayers to everybody out there who's lost their loved ones. It is the month that I lost my dad, so I know what that feels like. I've been there, done that. So I know you're in a really tough place right now, but God has a way to make us stronger and able to handle it as the time goes by. And it still hurts the same, but yeah. I wanted to mention something, Norma. I'm going to mention something. Like I said, I don't like to talk about politics and I don't like to talk about religion, but congratulations to Bobby Pulido for winning the primaries for the
Democrats. Congrats.
Yes, his parents are good friends of mine and real happy for them. As a parent, can you imagine your son? I mean, that's my point of view, man. My son won the primary. Awesome. And I hope he goes on and further. And because he really is watching out for la gente, right? So now with that in mind, I did not know what was going on. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm not going to mention the organization, but a huge national organization reached out to me if I knew of any artists or anybody involved in the Dilley Center situation. I answered, no, I didn't even know there was a Dilley Center situation. So I'm going to remind all our beautiful folks out there to don't be so much like Gigi that I turn off the news because it stresses me out, and that's not good for my health. So I
Right.
don't. But this is getting a lot of news because it is children from the valley that have been detained by a government entity, and the whole family who, and I don't know how true this is, but according to sources, they were going through the process legally and everything correctly, but they have been detained. And this one of the kids, or several of the kids, happened to be mariachi students here in the valley.
Yep. Yep. No,
And
you're correct on that part, because I did hear and I did read and I do look at the news, which I hate to sometimes look at
yeah,
it because it's a negative at times. But yes, it is true.
so just, and like I said, I've posted it before, the most powerful way to do something in our beautiful country, United States of America, is we vote. If you like what's happening, go vote to continue it. If you do not like what's happening, go vote to change it. I understand a lot of people go on Facebook and do their rants and do this and do that, but the most effective thing is go out and vote and remind people to go vote. If you want something different, if you like what's happening, then go vote to keep it the same. I mean, I'm not gonna say either way, because either way, I think everybody has their own opinion and it's valid
Right.
to them. The only thing, it touched my heart because I'm a mom, and those are children, and they're music children.
Mm-hmm.
That touches my mom heart, right? So just for everybody out there, if you don't know what's going on, be aware of what's going on. Do your research and check. I don't know what.
The best thing is too, because I do work with the community, a lot of the community, and what I do know is that, yeah, it's gonna get hard, guys. Be careful out there. Yes. Also, if you're in the status of getting your papers straightened out to be into the United States, I would talk to some kind of consultant. There are consultants out there. Pick the right ones, because, and ones that have, you know, history that somebody has gone there and has gotten their documents the right way. There's a lot of fraud out there too that people take advantage of that kind of stuff as well. So be careful. So go to people that you know that have already done their documents. Ask those questions to those people, because they're going to give you the right answers. How to go about it. Yes, this family might be detained, maybe hopefully for a short period of time, because they were in the process. Sometimes it takes a lawyer as well to come about to help the situation, let the government know as well. The president did say that, so
All
you
right.
know.
Yeah. So, I mean, and that was just I just felt we had to say something, just to put it out there and get to, I didn't even know, man. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's something that would need to be more aware of what's going on around us. And like I said, the most powerful thing we have to be in this beautiful, wonderful state, country, is that we have the power to vote. And so, and let's do that. So anyway, we're getting ready. We've been so busy. You've been busy. I've been busy, because it's getting cray. Because Gigi and Norma are gonna be out there. Whoop,
Out
whoop.
and about.
Out and about. So we're gonna be out there. Look for us. Might have some merch, might not have some merch, because Gigi waits last minute for everything. So if it comes in, yes. If it doesn't come in, order it. We'll be good. So so back to Giras y Desveladas, our trucking on with new rolas. Saludos to all our truckers out there. I made this little thing and I love it. All these artists that have come on already. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Here's this little thing.
Hola amigos, les habla Patsy Torres desde San Antonio, Texas. Aquí.
Hola amigos, this is Rita Cappuccina, and you are watching.
Hi, this is George Salazar, and recently we
Hello, everyone. I'm Cecilio Garza from Penitas.
Hey everybody, my name is Lori Jean and you're
Hola amigos, su servidor Diego Jiménez. Espero que todos se encuentren bien de salud.
Hi, I'm Camila. And I'm Bea. And we are the Divas. And you're trekking along with Gigi and Norma on Giras y Desveladas and the Trekking On with New Rola segment. Here's our latest single, La Luz de Tus Ojos. Hope you all love it. Yo no voy a olvidarme de ti. Yo no puedo.
Legacy Homes, if you need to sell your house, they are the ones to get a hold of, whether it's an old house, somebody passed away, or you're moving, you got a divorce, whatever reason you need to sell your house, contact these guys. All right. So with our new release, we're actually going to have the artist introduce his new release. So on to the show. Thank you for everybody coming in and commenting, like Imelda de la Cerda, and who else? Tristan Pinkstaff says hello. Ambrose P. Peterman, hello. Saludos. Hello, everybody. And remember to share, and
Good morning.
subscribe.
Good
Here we
afternoon.
go. Let's get this going. This is our artist of the day, Mr. Miguel Hernández.
Hello,
How are
hello.
you? Hello.
Hi. I wish I could hear y'all, but all of a sudden I can't hear you guys. I can hear when the commercials come on, but you guys were talking and I could not hear y'all, so I can't hear you guys. I don't know what happened. Everything was working earlier.
Come back, and get out. Come back in.
Hey, can you hear us now?
Can you hear us now?
No? Okay. Get out and then come back in. Let me see. Let me send it to the private channel.
Shut it down and come back in.
Why does this happen? Oh, by the way, I did get a message from my internet that it's going in and out. So that's fun times. Thank you.
Do you think you get in and out?
Alberto says coast to coast, and in Mexico and Vancouver, Toronto, Windsor, you got over 7,000 from La Jefa Jamming All This listeners tuned in. Thank you. And I'm sure there's a lot more with Sirius Tejano. Can you hear us now?
I can hear y'all now.
All right.
Cool. That's why I was saying shut it down. Shut it down.
I was trying to do sign language and I couldn't.
I know. I actually, the only thing I do know sign language. ILOVYOU. But that has nothing to do with get out and get back in. So, saludos, Miguel Hernández. Before you even talk to us, tell us, I want you to introduce your song so that just like everybody else that you saw, I am so-and-so. This is my new release, so-and-so. And you're watching Trucking On with New Rolas with Gigi and Norma on Giras y Desveladas. Go.
All right. My name is Miguel Hernández, and this is my brand new single off of the anthology album called Anímate. And you're hearing it right here on Giras y Desveladas.
Woohoo! Awesome. And let's get right to it.
Anímate, acércate conmigo, no pienses mal. No quiero obligarte, pero mi amor solamente lo dedico para ti. Anímate, acurrúcame en tus brazos, quiero sentir la ternura de tus besos y el calor de tus labios, tus caricias y tu amor. No tengas miedo de mi amor, eres mi única ilusión. Quiero que sientas el calor de mi amor. anímate, acércate conmigo, no pienses mal, no quiero obligarte, pero mi amor solamente lo dedico para ti. No tengas miedo de mi amor, eres mi única ilusión. Quiero que sientas el calor de mi amor. Anímate, acurrúcame tus brazos. Quiero sentir la ternura de tus besos y el calor de tus labios, tus caricias y tu amor. Tus labios, tus caricias y tu amor. De tu amor. De tu amor.
Had to bring everybody back on. All right.
What happened? Okay, good. I was like, what's going on?
I was trying to time it.
Oh,
I saw how much.
What happened?
I can't hear
we
y'all.
can't hear you.
No, you can't hear me.
No, can't
Nope.
hear you.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Hear you
Now you
I got
yeah.
y'all.
Something with the network.
Something.
So that
Okay, but
I
I can't
love
hear
the
Norma, but I can hear
oh
you.
shoot. Okay.
Okay, go.
Muted.
Oh, wait.
Now?
Try it. Can you hear Norma now?
Now you can hear me?
I can hear y'all.
Oh,
Okay.
my goodness.
With that tune, love it. You know what? It like right now I'm still humming it. You can't forget that tune. It's very awesome. I love that tempo, man. It's got some rhythm, some dancing cheek to cheek and falling in love.
Well, thank you.
Yes. Love that
Yes.
tune.
I've been I chose it to put it on the promo, and as I kept playing, I was like, man, that's a really good tune. And as a matter of fact, we have Alberto Vicente saying Julian from Palos Garza Trucking in Laredo wants to shout out all of the colegas troqueando and says he loves that authentic Tejano sound from the song. Isn't that cool?
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you
All
so
right.
So that was actually our first #1 hit back in 2005. That's when I first came out, and we did a remaster with Row Records in 2010. But we're releasing the anthology album, which is coming out pretty soon, and so we ended up re-recording and remastering some of the songs that, of course, that was a #1 hit, and then some of the songs that really didn't get the love that it should have. So we're releasing a lot of those older songs.
And you know what? You're very it's very true what you say. I heard you on another interview maybe last year, maybe, that you said that you have so many songs that are really good that they just only pick out, radio stations only pick out the certain ones.
Correct.
And you're so right about that. You're so dead right on that. Because they don't know how much feeling goes into some of these music that, man, like that one's like the rhythm of the music, the sound, the tempo, everything sounds so good in it.
Thank you very much. My mom.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I said my mama wrote that song actually.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's a singer songwriter, but she's she was always a trio singer, and so I'm sure you could tell that it has that trio, vibe. So she wrote it, and she says, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And I was like, "Man, that's a good song, Mom." And
it is. It is.
She wrote 3 songs that I recorded, and my dad actually wrote another song too. So.
Wow. What talent. You originally came from Detroit, Michigan, correct?
Right, Southwest Detroit.
Okay, yeah, I did some studying on you.
Yeah.
But what made you go to Texas?
So I reluctantly started a Tejano band uh, from from Pontiac, Michigan, called Patricia Cari Musical. This was many, many, many moons ago, and so we opened up for all the big artists, up north, and so we ended up doing a. I had just recently graduated from high school, and we opened up a show for Stephanie Lynn and High Energy, and so that was on New Year's. And then later on, maybe about 2-3 weeks after, I get a call from Stephanie, and it was so funny because I thought somebody was playing around with me. I thought it was some of my female friends, and they're like, "Hey, this is Stephanie Lynn," and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, "Yeah, right. Who is this for real?" "No, it's Stephanie." And I'm like, "All right, call me back when you want to be serious." And I hung up on her.
Oh.
Thinking, and I was like, "Really? Like, seriously, man, who is this?" And she's like, "Okay, hold on." And she sings Pegadito over the phone.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Like, oh my God. Like, so sorry. I thought down, and anyways, and that was it. She asked me to come down and audition, and which I did, and I got the job, and I moved to San Antonio.
Wow, that's like a diamond in the rough. You were the diamond that was getting buffed out. Because I mean, I could say you've been winning awards as well, and you've been nominated for top awards.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand that there's a lot of talent everywhere. It's just not just one place.
Right.
And I'm so happy that you got to represent us Michiganders. And we say that Michiganders, it hasn't gotten out of us. But, George is originally from Texas, but he also calls himself Michigander. And, being in the business, being so far away from that, the Valley, Texas, San Antonio, it is hard for us to get in there. But once you get known because of your talent, and I mean, you got talent, you got talent. And and people don't, if they don't know Miguel, man, you guys got to hear him because he's got a son that also performs as well, and a daughter.
And yeah, and my
Yeah.
and
All
my
in the family.
11-year-old as well. He's
Yes.
daddy though. He's all metal, and my daughter did her first recording, and I mean her first performance, and my 11-year-old, he actually has 2 songs on digital platforms.
Wow.
And my 15-year-old plays with we were helping out Sonny Sauceda.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's since 11 years old, he was playing with the 3-time Grammy award-winning touring artist.
Mm-hmm.
So he's excited. He was
like...
on AGT, and so I mean, what at the time he was 14. So what 14-year-old can say, "Hey, I was on AGT"? So I'm proud of all my kids.
Wow.
That's a pat on your back, for the reason that it's not about just being selfish about your music. It's that you are teaching your whole family that connection with music is something.
Right.
It's to better the human being or better themselves or therapy, whatever it is, the situation.
Sure.
So, I
And
mean,
that was the thing, my wife comes from a musical background as well. So, when we had our kids, that was the first thing she says, like, don't be forcing them to do. And I'm like, I'm not going to force them, like that would be the worst thing for me to do. Right.
And then you give him a tetera that looks like a trumpet,
it's so crazy
right?
Because when Miguelito was 5, I'm sorry, no, he was 8. And my Noel was 5. We ended up buying them little drum sets for Christmas, and because they would beat on stuff, and they were coming to the studio when they dabble, right? So
yeah.
I said, we found these little kid sets or whatever, and so Christmas Day they opened up the drums, and I had them all set up and all this, and sure enough, they get on the drums and they actually had some rhythm. So of course, as a dad, I'm excited, right? No, but about a month later, we found them torn up and thrown in their closets and this and that. So I just left it alone. And on my son's birthday, he says, Dad, can you buy me some drums? And I was like, no, Papa, like I already did that and you didn't take to it. He's like, no, but seriously, if you buy me some drums, I really want to play. So of course, I told him no. And so after the, the holiday, the Christmas, because his birthday's on the 29th of December. So after the holiday, I went to the music store and everything was on sale. So they had a little electric kit. And it was, I don't know, $200 or whatever. So I bought the Salisi's drum kit. And my wife is like, really? Like, we were stuff, and they ended up in the closet. And I was like, he says he wanted to play. My wife was like, oh, brother. All right. I set it up, and sure enough, I mean, from that day that I bought that kit, he practiced. And he was in the studio for hours. Set it up in a little corner. And, man, he would practice for hours and hours and hours. And then he started, like, taking out songs. And his thing was he did not want to do Tejano music. I'm a rocker. I'm a metalhead. That's my passion, right? And so he ended up taking out some very intricate, music, and he was actually really like on point. And after that, he's like, Dad, can you buy me a real kit, like an acoustic kit? So we sure did, and now it's history. He recorded already 14 tracks in the Tejano industry. He's performed at, large places like the Boeing Center and Levitt Pavilion, and on tour with a touring artist. And so he put in the work, and he deserves, his flowers. So,
well, they got a great example. Look at you. You've been in many places. I've said the first time I saw you, and it was at Milwaukee Fest with the Highway 281 with Rolando. You were playing the guitar, so that's how we all got to see each other. But yeah, that was like hearing you guys and seeing you guys play. Man, just made it back home. Every time we go to Milwaukee, it's like,
yeah,
people don't understand that, you get five cities coming, or 5 states coming in there, and and you get a whole bunch of people that like any kind of music of Tejano,
right.
and you can feel the vibe. It's in the air, and they miss back home, because
Right.
back home is where all the Tejano music is.
Yeah, that's
But people don't understand is like, okay, we have Tejano artists over here, but originally our folks came from Texas.
right.
And it's such a beautiful sight to see you guys all come down here and just perform for them, and get it out there.
Can y'all
Go ahead,
hear me?
Gigi.
Can y'all hear me?
No.
Can you hear me? No.
No.
All right, just checking.
I can't hear
You
you.
come back in and out.
Can you hear me?
Sorry.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? No.
No.
Sana.
No, we can't hear you. So
Can you hear me now?
In your history, nope. In your history, what have been your accomplishments or your goals that you would like to do for this year that's coming?
Well, to be honest with you, in a very selfish way, I've been in this industry for a very long time. And like I said, we released Animate in 2005. That was my first, debut album. And even till this day, there's still a vast majority of people still are like, who are you? Or they hear my songs and they're like, oh, I never heard this guy. He knew. And I'm like, well, technically, no, I'm not. It's kind of a catch-22 because, I guess you could say, and I don't mean this in an egotistical way whatsoever, but, I share my talents with, whoever I can, not one of those like, oh no, I can't do that because I'm Miguel Hernandez. No, if Sonny calls me and he needs a bass player for the weekend, or, he needs me to sit in on bajo or keyboards or whatever, I'm going to go. I mean, just because, for a lot of reasons, right? I mean, we're family, we're musical brothers and sisters, right?
Right.
And, And that's how we make a living. And if I'm able to make some money, then of course I'm going to make some money. And so if I share my talents with Gabriela or or anybody else, like I said, it's a catch-22 because, and people don't really see this. I think us in the industry, and of course you being the wife of an artist, la gente critican. So here I'm an artist and I'm pushing myself as an artist, but then la gente see me with Sonny. Ay, es que no lo puede ser así como así de artista. So he has to go with other bands. And esa envidia brings it down, as they're like, oh well, he's just a musician. He plays with all these bands, and not to say like, oh, he's got his own music out there. So it's and I've seen it so much, and because there's a lot of people that they have no filter, and they're like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
I thought you were washed up, like you came out with one album and that's why you're with all these
Oh
other.
my God.
No,
Yeah, they don't even know your history. I mean, you produce music as well.
Right. And that's what I'm saying, and a lot of people don't know that. And so it's funny, again, going back to la gente criticando, right? It's like we people say, I've seen the back and forth, right? People are like, oh my God, Tejano's dying because, I mean, how many times can you recycle a song? How many times can you recycle, Puño de Tierra or Tragos Amargos, which I totally agree with. Like, as an artist, I totally agree with. However, as a backhanded compliment, it's people are like, bro, you're Miguel Hernandez? Man, that homenaje that you did for La Sombra, that was fire, bro. Like, oh man. And I'm like, okay, cool, thanks. But I have original music, and they're like, oh, for real? I thought that was the only song you did.
Yeah.
But that's what catches their attention. So you can say all this that you want, but yet the first thing that caught you was a remake of somebody else's songs.
The first thing they say, hey, can you play me this song, instead of saying, hey, can you play me a new song that just came out?
Right.
Yeah, it's you're right. It's a catch 21, and so that's something that it's really hard in the business to change. I mean, we all love our old music. We do love it.
Right.
It's vintage, of course. We love that, and we learn from it too.
Right.
There's little parts that you get like, ooh, that sounds good. I wonder how they played that. But give the new artists, give the people that have been trying to change the business to get you guys new music, to listen to the new music.
Right. And that's the battle, right, with artists, is just like so for so long, we were always like, and everybody's talked about it. They're like, no, it's that one radio station, they killed it for everybody else. And I was right there with them. I'm like, you know what, you're right. They play the same artist over and over again. But now that I'm really into the weeds and everything, and you know what they say, numbers don't lie, right?
Right.
So it's like I've said it before on many interviews. It's like, you go to a club, and the club owner hires Mr. DJ to do a job and keep people dancing. So la gente ahí están, and they're dancing to, Cumbia Caliente, Fito Olivares, and then, and then David Lee, and then the Jay, and then the Shelly, and then they're like, hey, you know what? I'm going to play this brand new song, same quality as the David Lee, same,
style somewhat,
as just as good as these other artists, but because la gente no lo conocen, they sit down.
Yeah.
It's not that it's not good, but they sit down. So then here comes Mr. Club Owner, and he's just like, hey, what are you doing? Keep these people dancing. Okay. So there we go. Mas, Fito Olivares, Aniceto Molina, whatever, to keep everybody on the dance floor. So we as new artists, and I say we as new artists, right? But as new artists, they don't get a shot because porque la gente no lo conocen. Ay, no lo sé, so me voy a sentar. And it happens with radio as well. Even with internet stations. I live in it where they're just like, the numbers don't lie. And you're streaming and all of a sudden you're playing the same thing, Maz and David Lee and Shelly and Selena, and then you put on Monica Salivar or Emmanuel J, and then their numbers drop because, I don't know that song, so I'm gonna go check out another stream.
Yeah.
And it's that education that just La Raza lacks. We need to, man, just give it a shot.
You know what? I also see this, and being on the other side as well, I see that it's okay, apples to apples. I mean, you see the artist that's played all the time, it's because you're seeing them out there and they have the time.
Right.
They're record signed. But the one that's maybe independent artists, they don't have that time to be out there. So they're just putting the music because they have to work to pay for the music that they produced, and that people don't understand it. Give the ones that are new a chance to get to where those artists, the I don't want to say old, the vintage artist,
right,
because they already had all that time to go through all that work.
Right.
And yes, one day we'll have money to get out there and go and perform for you live or get a band. But right now we have to start baby steps.
Right.
Everything is baby steps. We can't just jump in, because that's where sometimes, and I've heard the people, say this, hey, it takes time to be where we're at. Yes, it does.
Right.
You don't get it overnight. They want to see you put the pedal to the metal. You got to work at it.
Right.
But, I understand that. Yeah, it's not a fair kind of business. It isn't.
That's what's the hard part too, is again, it goes back to, making money, right? It's like, how are you gonna, how can you really get pushed out there when all these clubs and, venues and all this, they only get the same artists?
Yeah.
Because they know that they're going to bring in the people. And it's kind of like I said before, it's like you could have 3 bands at a club charging $10 at the door for 3 bands.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can have Joe Lopez across the street charging $80 at the door. And I guarantee you that Joe Lopez show would be sold out. Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry. A call came through, so forgive me.
You know what I'm saying? That's the sad part about it, is that, they want to pay $80 to go see, a veteran, play, when you had $10 to go see 3 bands that were just equally as good, but they go with,
Yeah.
That's kind of sad,
It is. And then it gets the artist discouraged, like, wow, maybe I am not that good.
Right.
And then they hold back.
Right.
And that's like, and I've heard other artists say, the ones that have been really diligent to get there, and they say, don't stop. Don't ever stop, because of what they're thinking. You keep on doing what you're wanting to do.
Right.
You're going to make your statement.
Right.
So,
can you hear me now?
Yes, thank God.
I was like, oh well, let me just have my breakfast. No, I've been watching my own show. Guys,
but I can't hear you, Gigi.
No, you can't hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
I can't.
You can't? Oh my God.
See,
hey.
I don't know. But
hey, it's the tornadoes we had in Michigan affected over there.
Oh my goodness. All right. Tell Miguel that I'm going to do shout out to everybody that's been coming in, okay?
Miguel, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I just can't.
Okay, she's going to do some shout outs to the people, because there's quite a bit of people on our phones.
Yes.
Awesome.
Saludos to Carmen Esparza, Anthony Quintanilla, Juan Mendoza Jr. from Tejano TV. Saludos. Thank you for coming in.
Hey, Juan.
Alberto Resendiz.
See you.
I've been posting what you're saying, but I haven't been able to say hi to you. Lisa Treviño, saludos. Mari Chofi Martinez, saludos. Miguel Ángel Pérez. Juan Mendoza Jr. again. And, what happened? Luis Baker Fernandez.
Hey, Luis, Monterrey in the house.
Antonio Villalobos, saludos. What does he say? Sounds like we still need growth because we don't want to let go of the artists we know. It's true. You're right, but we need, there needs to be growth. I can't
Miguel, what happened to Miguel?
I can't hear everybody. Okay. I can hear everybody. Okay. I don't know now what happened to Miguel. Miguel, come back. Come back.
It's like
there
TikTok.
Where fun times.
Yeah, we can hear you, mijo.
Can you hear me, Miguel?
I can now, yes.
Oh, very good. Now, and I don't know, StreamYard put you in another place, but it's good. Saludos to Mary Lou, my sister. And by the way, over there in Mission Stars, $5 burger combos, $5 burger combos. In this economy,
hook yourself up.
You can get $5 combos from Stars. From the one on, you can go to any Stars, right? But go to my sister's Stars, the one that's on Business 83, in between Pizza Hut and Whataburger, because she's got a lot of competition with those guys. So go on over, get your $5 burgers there, $5 burgers. All right, anyway.
I got a question for you too, Miguel. What has been your lowest point and your highest point? Sorry I have to ask those questions, but we like to be real because you're not the only one. You're gonna inspire someone else that might be on here that make big breaks.
So there, I hate to say it, but there has been a lot of low points, more than higher points, right? And I say that because, like I said, it's a struggle, it was like I was saying that there was I've been at this for over 20 years and people still don't recognize me. They still don't know my music. They still don't know what I do. And so even when I first came to San Antonio and pushed my music, it was your music is too Michigan. That was literally one of the
wow.
Right? Your music is too Michigan. It's not going to sell here in Texas. And then it was there's no way you can be a front guy because you're too ugly and you're too fat.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. No,
they told me that too.
No, I heard that too. Or you're too old, or you're too this,
or you're too this. Your music's too progressive. You're always going to have and that's unfortunate because in this industry, it is that bucket of crap scenario. You're trying to make something, and ahí está la raza, just your own people, man, pulling you down, bringing you down, and I've gotten it from producers. I had one hit maker producer that said, I'm like, hey man, why don't you do produce a song for me, man? Let's work together. Now I've helped this person out, many times, and this guy said, look, man, bottom line is I'm only going to put my effort and my talent to somebody that I know is going to sell music, and you are not that person.
Ouch.
And I considered this guy a friend. And so he's just like, you're not a front guy. You don't sing good. You don't look good. We need a Bobby Pulido. And I'm like, we need a younger cat, and I'm like, wow. And there's other artists where I'm thinking about, and I'm like, really, that person didn't have a look. This person didn't have a voice. This person, is ugly as sin, and playing, doing stuff, and I'm like, wow. So, and unfortunately, it's in our own industry. For the latest one was when I released the Al Fin album. I guess this is a beauty about having your own. You call your own shots, right? I have my own label, and I wanted to do something with the Al Fin album that I feel like nobody's done before, because I came from a progressive metal background, right? That we all know that these musicians are out there and they can play Tejano, and they're just on bass, boom, 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 drums, do ga ga ga, but these musicians can actually really play. like they're really good musicians, and nobody really sees that. So the Al Fin album was showcasing the musicianship of each individual musician. So the extended version album was, the songs were like 12 minutes long, because I wanted to showcase, these
The
musicians
talent.
soloing and this and that, cutting heads, solo guitar solo, accordion solo, this and that. And it's like the musicians were like, oh my God, like, why would you do that? That's, I hear the backstories, like the behind my back, they come to me and they're like, oh man, that freaking album was dope, man, blah, blah, blah. But then they go back and they're like, that was such a waste of time. Like, why did he do that? That's just so stupid. But there's musicians out there that, that really reach out to me and they're like, bro, that was like genius. Like nobody's ever done that before. And that's what I wanted, like, there's some people that were like, for example, Jesse Rodriguez. He's a percussionist, drummer. He played with Michael Salgado. Yeah. And the one thing, it was just like, man, I knew Jesse played, but I didn't know he could play like that. And that, and that was the thing. That's what I wanted to do, because they don't know that these guys can really play.
And not only that, I mean, you're hearing it firsthand, what they know, so you can connect them. Hey, to an artist that doesn't know anybody or is not in that area, hey, this guy knows how to play this style, and that's the good thing about it, that you're like a melting pot. You're catching all that nobody's gonna see those kind of talents.
Right. And that's the thing, is because our genre is just it's small, compared to like the gospel guys or, rock guys or metal guys or jazz guys. And unfortunately, a lot of those other genres, they kind of overlook us, because they're like, oh, they play that Tejano stuff. Like they play, they can't play like that. And then we can actually go to a gospel gig and actually, keep up with these guys. And they're like, oh man, I had no idea you could play like that. Like,
especially from Michigan.
And there's a lot of cats, from up north.
Listen, Miguel, I've been an artist for so many years as well. Believe me, especially as a female, you don't get it as back as the females do. Right. I mean, And
unfortunately, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah, but Luis Baker said, hey, yo soy feo y gordito, so ese lugar ya está ocupado. So, you can't hear the noise.
That's right, brother.
Saludos to Jenny Canales. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Sing her happy birthday, Miguel.
I'm sorry?
Sing happy birthday.
Sing her happy birthday,
Jenny Canales, la hermana de Johnny Canales.
Oh, right on. You want the J version? On this day.
No, you can sing the Miguel version.
How about, Qué linda está la mañana en que vengo a saludarte. Venimos todos con gusto y placerte. Oh my God, I forgot the words.
That's it. No. Felicitarte. Happy birthday, Janie. See you out there.
See you 2 days. In Dios 2 days. My
Saludos
mama.
to Janie. Mary Lou, my sister, says, yeah, if they can find the driver, they'll take the stars to Cotula from the RGV. Okay. Gasper Martinez says, good job. Gasper Martinez, very talented musician, keyboardist here in the RGV. Saludos to Gasper. All right.
Reach out to me, Gasper, and maybe we can do something, man.
With which one?
I'm
Monterrey?
Sorry?
Luis?
Keyboard player.
The keyboard player.
Gasper Martinez.
Gasper, yeah. And that's the good thing about what you do, Miguel, because you're not afraid to get out of the box.
No, I'm not. And at the same time,
very cool.
It kind of hurts me as well, because my music has never been cookie cutter. And, everybody, and that's what I'm saying, like the downfall is just like, everybody's just like, if you would just, play simple, if you would just do this, if there's always that thing, right? And it's like, and I tried to water down my material, and then no matter what happened, I still didn't get the love, right? I still didn't get
or you don't get, for you, it's not self-satisfaction.
Right. And then once I finally, opened up my own label and I started producing other artists, and I mean, sometimes even my wife, like when I worked on Roel's album, when I produced his solo album,
That is a good one.
I showed my wife, and my wife is like, you see, why can't you do something like that for you? Like, and I'm like, because I don't want to. That's not me, And I think as for any art, stay true to yourself, and
Mhm.
you produce the way you want to produce. You record how you want to produce, because no matter what, the bottom line is that it's almost like if you don't do things your way, then you're never going to have that satisfaction,
Right.
because now you're just following that other line. And maybe somehow, some way, maybe after I'm dead, maybe somebody will appreciate what I tried to do. And it's just trying to be a little different. I am out of the box,
Yeah.
but I can.
But that's the way we're gonna move forward. I mean, we can't, and yes, and this, I know this has been a subject of controversy, that everybody just listens to the same old, you mentioned. But how are we gonna progress everything, all the jazz, the rock, everything? I mean, if rock stayed the same, then everybody would be playing like Buddy Holly.
Right.
If it had stayed the same.
Right.
It did not. It did not, And so that has to be the same for Tejano music. It has to evolve, and people have to be accepting of newer versions. And I love, like, Easy Band, man, what that guy does. I love what he does, because he's combining everything, because we are everything. We listen to everything, and we're a very, very, very special community that can appreciate all kinds of music. I'm not saying all others don't, but we are in a very special place where we're very close to our roots and our language, and we're but we're Americans with the American culture, and so we're a very unique group that
Correct.
can combine that. And when you're a musician, you can combine all that stuff and make something beautiful. So why not have it be heard? Why not have it be accepted by the Tejano community? We can call it something else. We can say, Tejano Golden Era, and then maybe we can need to label it Tejano Golden Era, and then Tejano, 90s, and then Tejano, Tejano New, or Tejano Nouveau. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just talking. But something has to be done to the fact where people will be accepting of the music. I still don't understand, and I'm going to say this from a musician's point of view. I still don't understand how Grupo Frontera cannot be considered Tejano. Yes, musically it's not Tejano music, but could it be considered progressive Tejano or Nouveau Tejano? Yeah, they are Tejanos. It was built just like all of the Tejanos from Conjunto. That's where all of it came from. So it needs to be added. It needs to be listened to. It needs to be played on the radio, and not just Fronteras, but everybody else. Miguel Hernández and Jenny B and Rita Capuchina, and all these people that are bringing out new stuff, and so it can be accepted.
I think you're absolutely correct, and I think the bottom line is that maybe we just need to just stop the labeling and just consider it music. It's,
yeah.
I mean, and it's in every genre, right? You have these subgenres, which is, I guess, okay, but I think everybody just needs to stop with the argument and just say, hey, it's Latin music. Dance makes you dance, period. And I think, and that's why I said, man, it's unfortunate that it's always that bucket of craps, and and it's just like, as a raza, we just need to do better, I think. And I think right now too, I want to give you guys a shout out for doing what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
We're trying.
Exposing these new artists, because the bottom line is that since there is no more record labels, you guys, I have to say this on every streaming interview that I do, because you guys really are the new hit makers. I don't think you guys realize that, because nobody's playing these new artists because there's no money involved. So back in the 80s and in the 90s, you had Sonys, you had the Capitals, and they were, I don't care what anybody says, payola is a real thing.
Yeah.
Had these, here's my single, play it. I'm going to pay you this much. You play it every hour on the hour and do it, right? And then it became a competition. Who's do this, right? And so right now, you guys are doing it for the love of it. Nobody's putting cash in your wallet.
Oh no! But if anybody wants to,
right.
y'all go right ahead.
but the thing is that you guys have that platform where you guys are the ones making the new artists, and I don't think you guys really realize that, but I've said it so many times, because the more that you play new music, that's getting exposure to these artists. And I think now I'm seeing the trend now that when these DJs are streaming or they're playing stuff, for last year it was constantly the same artists, the same 8 artists over and over and over again, and then putting in the norteño light or whatever you want to call it, right? But now I see a lot of these new DJs and internet stations that are playing new artists, and now people are, it's that thing, right? Back in the 80s, they were spoon feeding these artists, that Mas, that Selena, that they're spoon fed, and there's so many times back in the day where they're like, man, I can't stand that song. But a year later, you can't stop humming that song because they spoon fed it to you guys. So now these streaming platforms are playing the new music, playing the new artists. And I've seen it. I log on and chat with everybody, and they're like, hey, who's that one song that you played? Oh, that was Jenny B. Or that was Asalto. That was, they're asking because
they're asking, yes.
Being heard. So thank y'all for everything that you do, because you guys are making a difference in this genre. So
I think we, like you said, because we love the music. Right. If we weren't passionate,
right,
we wouldn't give our time.
You're absolutely right, because I wouldn't be doing this shit if I didn't have the passion.
Exactly. And it has to be, it comes from the love and the passion for it. There's nothing else. And wanted to have it out there. I love, I was from the, I didn't know about the new artists. And as I got to know the new artists, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's great. That's awesome. Oh my, that's why I started along with Norma, like, let's push these guys. And now with the Trucking On with New Rolas, we can say, hey, listen to these guys. And that's why I did that little promo with all those. And I'm going to be adding on and adding on. So even if somebody says, who was that? Even if somebody says that much, that'll give that chance for that artist to be heard by somebody new. Right. And who knows, go from there. So,
the main thing is that we want to inspire the dreamer that dreams big, just like us, to inspire them that there's someone in this world and they made a difference.
Yep, I agree.
With some words.
Yeah. Now, and Miguel, I really thank you for saying that. And I do want to mention, like my sister said, I feel what you're saying, because my dad was one of those that was not in the box either. He did not play what everybody played. He did his own thing. And musicians will tell you, nobody played like Juan Guerrero, because that's what he did. And that's, unfortunately, now that's what I do, is let people know, hey, this was Juan Guerrero's stuff, because in his lifetime, it didn't get played. It didn't get heard. Right. And it's good stuff. Even it sounds modern today's. A lot of the stuff that my dad did can even be played today. And that's why I play it, because, hey, listen, maybe new artists want to record that. And I even, I gave a few songs to George. Hey, listen to it. He liked them. It's about so many people that were out of the box and didn't get heard because everybody likes that cookie cutter music.
But they got to remember, every cookie doesn't take its shape like that. It also has some lumps and bumps.
Yeah. It's
you like that one, Miguel? I was thinking, okay, my cookie doesn't come all round like that. It does come with a little bit of lumps.
It's an oatmeal raisin one. It's the oatmeal raisin one with chocolate chips and macadamia nuts. Gigi hasn't had breakfast. Anyway, but yeah, you're right. And I'm glad that you're saying what you're saying about not being a cookie cutter and maybe not fitting the visual either, because hey, back in my time, the 70s, you didn't even know what the artist looked like. You just loved the damn song.
Right.
You know?
And it's like, there's just so much, right? There's so much negativity, and it's just like we're not Ricky Martins, or we're not the stuff,
Yeah.
right? And it's just like our genre, back to like the Selena movie, queremos bailar. So
Yeah.
what matter if you're 400 pounds or if you're
You still like to dance.
quieres bailar, pues baila. Don't look at the band,
Exactly. No, and I mean, I think when it's really good music, they'll they look past it. But like you said, we also need to be played on the radio. If somebody says, no, I'm not gonna play them porque no, they don't look like Ricky Martin, but it's an awesome song, that's not fair.
Right.
And how do you know? That's why I always tell Norma, it's like, hey, you never know. If somebody says that person can't sing, that song nomás no se oye bien, it was a bad recording. Hey, you don't know what the people like.
Right.
You do not know what the general public will say. Hey, we love that. You never know what's gonna hit. So you have to give a chance to everybody. And that's what we're doing. And that's what I wish radio stations would do as well. Just, do an hour, my goodness. Like Albert Resendiz, he's offering somebody to do a 1 hour show of new music. 1 hour. That's it. 1 hour of new artists. And so for you to say, like I did, hey, I didn't know that person existed. And then, hi, Norma. Hey, give everybody a chance. Give everybody a chance. I mean,
hey, I'm not using my phone. They're calling George's phone. And it's like, stop calling me.
Hear you again.
Oh, sorry. You can't hear me now?
Yes, I can hear. Can you hear? Miguel, you can't hear her?
No.
Fun times. All right. Well, we're getting that. Vicky Limon, saludos. Rick Valderrama says saludos, guys. Johnny Rojas says saluditos, Miguel. Gilio Chicana Guerrero y Norma, blessings para todos. Thank you, Johnny Rojas. Who else is in here? Ernie Gonzalez, Mari Chofi Martinez, Johnny Rojas, you already say that. Luis Baker Fernandez. All right, let's see. Can you hear her now?
Can you hear me now?
No.
Oh,
dang it.
Log out. I'll be right back.
Oh man, fun times. Anyway, yeah. So we have you know what? I'm so glad that as an artist, he said that we're doing something. I never even thought of that. We're so laser focused on just getting the show on, just making it happen. And let's see. Can you talk, Norma?
Well, it's because a lot of times we don't, we're not focused on impressing others.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
We're wanting to do our job, and our job is to get these artists known.
Get known.
Because we know how hard it is in the business, and especially your vintage. George is vintage somewhat. Now he's not a new artist. Now he's an old artist. But can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I can't hear you talk, Gigi.
Because we're listening.
So
you can't hear me.
My thing is to get the people to be noticed so that they can expose themselves. And you never know. You might have a Selena, but you might have a superstar that we don't even know.
Right.
And we're giving them a chance so that they can be recognized. Man, that hard work that they put in, it's not just easy. I mean, trust me, I sing with George in the car, and I don't even get the words of the song that I hear every day right. So I respect you guys, because a lot of times you guys don't know, which is the fans, don't know that these people, they can sing 10 songs in one session. And to memorize all that, oh my God, that's work, man. Because they're for a whole week practicing every day. You guys don't see the practice, the hard work, the staying up at night, the notebooks, the writing of a song. They're writing these things, and they're trying to memorize this whole thing.
Right.
And it's not easy. We can't even remember our own phone numbers. Come on, people. God. So simple little things. For us, it's simple. For them, it's work.
It is,
And people don't know that.
and both of y'all
I can't hear you. I can't hear him.
You can't hear him, and you can't hear me.
What did I do?
You get out and come back
Just
in.
talk. Just talk. Go ahead. You guys talk.
Okay.
I got the phone. I'll talk here. I'll hear your conversation.
Practice. Yes, bands practice, Raul. My goodness. The good ones.
Shout out and
Keep on talking.
We're talking. Oh, man. Fun times. Anyway, yeah.
Can you hear me still?
Yes, bands practice, Raul. Are you hearing that?
That delay.
That delay. Are you watching us on the other phone, Norma? Saludos, Verónica La Consentida in Las Vegas.
Hello.
Saludos for everybody coming in, guys, and thank you while we have this fun show. The delay. Are you watching us on the other phone, Norma?
Yes, I am.
All righty. Hey, that's Mexican ingenuity.
Hey, Miguel,
right?
Guess who cheated in school? It was me. What's your answer?
Hold on, Norma. Hold on. Let me try that.
What's the answer?
Norma, can you hear us now? Can you hear us now?
Guess who cheated in school?
Norma. Diosito Santo. All right, you know what? That's just God telling us it's time to go, Miguel.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
No, I can't hear you, but I'm hearing you on my phone.
I said thank you.
All right, you know what? That's just God telling us it's time to go, Miguel.
No. I got a question for him. I have a question.
Okay.
My question is, hold on. I need to know, where do you have, are you ever going to come down to Michigan so that you can record?
To record? No, because it's all digital and
where do you have, are you ever going to come down to Michigan so that you can record?
Just keep talking, Luis. Luis, I'm talking. Oh my God. Diosito, Miguel, Norma, turn off your volume because then he cannot talk because we're hearing you. Okay, to all our truckers out there, we would like to remind you that, you know what? It's not easy to have a podcast. Turn off your volume because then he cannot talk because we're hearing you.
Okay, there.
all right. So anyway, so back to your question. No, because I do everything here in house and we do everything via. So, but I do challenge any promoter or any event holder in Michigan. We've kind of reached out to some people back home, go out there and do a show, and of course, we kind of keep getting, getting looked over. So. We're taking bookings for 2026, and we look forward to getting back up north and getting with all our people, especially back to where we started. And so I definitely challenge anybody to give us a call, give S&E Promotions a call. They're the ones that are handling my bookings.
Do you have the number so we can post it?
I do, but it's on my phone, and of course, we don't memorize numbers anymore.
Yes,
it is on all my social media platforms, and Lila Lisa Promotion doing PR work. So please get in touch with them. They can hit me up on all social media accounts. We're on. So whatever you guys prefer, just get in touch with us. We're ready to play. We're getting some bookings, in the book. So please hit us up. Thank you for everybody that are logged on and saw the interview and are requesting my music. Thank you all so much. Everything is on digital platforms. You can find it on YouTube, on iTunes, on Spotify, Pandora, Tidal, everything. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate the opportunity, ladies.
There it is. Suavecito, area code 512-822-8395 to get on. Thank you, Juan Mendoza Jr. with Laila Lisa Promotions. Awesome job. And so everybody get a hold of Miguel Hernandez. And even if you say, I don't know who he is, he's been around. If you didn't hear his background and everything that he's done, just his music, guys, just the song I played, just that one song, we should have played more. But this guy is somebody that knows what he's doing. You're gonna have a great show. Hit them up. Norma, any parting words if you can? How lag? 5-second lag, 6-second, 10 lag.
Yeah. I can hear you. Are you going to be at Fanfare?
I am going to be at Fanfare. We are going to be at Jaime's Place on Thursday, the 12th. I believe we go on at 9:00 p.m. And we will be at Fanfare for the meet and greet. We will be there at 2 to 3 o'clock, I believe. And then our performance is at 7 on the Mexican stage, which will be at the Tejano stage. And so we will be there for Fanfare, and it looks like we're going to try our best to be at the Tejano Takeover in July in Vegas. We're not going to be performing, but we will be there to meet and greet everybody and have some merchandise on hand, all the latest CDs and all that stuff. So we hope to be seeing you guys on the road. We have a lot of other events coming up, so please stay posted on all our
social. All right.
So yes.
Awesome. Juan Mendoza says you need Miguel and Gigi's music. Contact Laila at LailaLisaPromotions.com. Yes, Laila Lisa Promotions. Thank you. And by the way, people have been asking. We haven't heard from the Fanfare for Gigi y Los Chicanos to perform. The Mark Perales band is ready to perform as Los Chicanos like we did on the Domingo live show. But so, you never know. Last minute, we don't know. But definitely Giras y Desveladas will be there. So we will be there for sure, no matter what. See you there, guys. Safe travels to everybody that's going from out of town into San Anto. And Norma, parting words. Now.
10 seconds to
and
go.
I see you guys moving fingers, and I'm getting the delay over here. So that's what's funny, because I see you guys moving. Cut it. I don't know what you're trying to say, but hey, Miguel, it was so awesome to get to know who you are, where you come from, and those inspiring words. I mean, hopefully you touched someone's heart that got this, and maybe it'll move them to tell the other radio stations to play these songs and play your songs. So, man, props to you, my friend. You're doing it, and to your family as well.
Thank you.
20-second delay.
Yeah, right.
All right. That'll be our goodbye. Norma, you're going to hear it 20 seconds later. Love you guys. God bless everybody. Cuídense mucho. Remember, if you like what's going on, vote. If you don't like what's going on, vote. That's really the strongest thing that we can do. Prayers going out to everybody out there. And there's stuff going on that we would like to address. Pero bueno, to La Jefa Jamming Oldies, to Sirius Tejano, to Tejano TV, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you find Giras y Desveladas. Thank you, guys. Did you play Miguel's new video? That was the first thing. That was it, right, Miguel?
No, there's a video. There's a music video to that song.
There's a music video to. All right, let's play it right now, because when the boss says play it, well, we'll play it.
Let me again to everybody, and a big shout out to
that'll be our out. Yeah.
DJ Suavecito and to Laila Lisa Promotions. Thank you, Juan. My team is doing such a phenomenal job, and I thank them. I couldn't have done this without them. And it takes a village, right? And so I'm just very, very grateful and appreciative of all the hard work that they've been doing for me. So thank you again, and to the band, thank you guys for your hard work, and we look forward to performing for you. And until next time, gracias.
What's the name of the song, Miguel? So I can play it, and as our out.
It is called,
It's called what?
Anímate.
Is that the one I did play? Oh, there's a video to it?
Music video, yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me look for it. The one that says remastered?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Anímate. All right, look, I'm going to show you and you tell me which one, all right? Because I don't know. Tell me, which one is it?
That one right there.
This one?
Esa.
The one I'm putting my manita on?
Yes,
ma'am. All right. All right, with this, we're going to say goodbye to everybody. Y'all take care. Cuídense mucho. Saludos to our 5K and more truckers on the road. Cuídense mucho. Be safe. And love you guys. Here we go.
Bye. Thank you.
Anímate, acércate conmigo, no pienses mal. No quiero obligarte, pero mi amor solamente lo dedico para ti. Anímate, acurrúcame en tus brazos, quiero sentir la ternura de tus besos y el calor de tus labios, tus caricias y tu amor. No tengas miedo de mi amor, eres mi única ilusión. Quiero que sientas el calor de mi amor. Anímate, acércate conmigo, no pienses mal, no quiero obligarte, pero mi amor solamente lo dedico para ti. No tengas miedo de mi amor, eres mi única ilusión. Quiero que sientas el calor de mi amor. Anímate, acurrúcame en tus brazos. Quiero sentir la ternura de tus besos y el calor de tus labios, tus caricias y tu amor. Tus labios, tus caricias y tu amor, de tu amor, de tu amor.
Hola amigos, les habla Patsy Torres desde San Antonio, Texas. Aquí.
Hola amigos, this is Rita Capuchina, and you are watching.
Hi, this is George Salazar, and recently we just.
Hello everyone, I'm Cecilio Garza from Penitas.
Hey everybody, my name is Lori Jean, and you're.
Hola amigos, su servidor Gio Jiménez. Espero que todos se encuentren bien de salud.
Hi, I'm Camila. And I'm Bea. And we are the Divas. And you're trekking along with Gigi and Norma on Giras y Desveladas and the Trekking On with New Rola segment. Here's our latest single, La Luz de Tus Ojos. Hope you all love it. Yo no voy a olvidarme de ti. Yo no puedo.
75 plus live performances on 3 stages, plus artist meet and greets, beverage, food, and vendor booths. This is a free event, fun for the whole family. For more information, please email BinoG@TejanoMusicAwards.com.
La luz del troque aluzaba el camino, era de noche y estaba llovido. Qué noche tan fría. Y el motor iba acelerado, haciendo ritmo con el radio. Ya vamos llegando. La vida se me va a acabar de tanto manejar sin fin. La vida se me va a acabar de tanto manejar. Una muchacha que estaba en la parada se me acercó, quería que me la llevara. Casi era una niña. Oiga, mesera, sirva café caliente y no se tarde, que mi troca me espera para seguir la corriente. La vida se me va a acabar de tanto manejar sin fin. La vida se me va a acabar de tanto manejar. La luz del troque aluzaba el camino, era de noche y estaba llovido. Qué noche tan fría. Y el motor que iba acelerado hacía ritmo con el radio. Ya vamos llegando. La vida se me va a acabar de tanto manejar sin